Tonight, a lot of people here in Michigan and across the nation are holding events to shine the light on history. June 19th, 1865, now celebrated as Juneteenth, the day when slavery ended here in the United States. And this year, it seems to be taking on greater significance because it's happening during a nationwide push to end systematic racism.
We are actually celebrating Black culture and Black life because there's much to celebrate.
Thousands of people, young and old, of all races and nationalities, gathering across Metro Detroit to rally and march on this significant day in our nation's history, Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day or the Black 4th of July.
Juneteenth, freedom!
It commemorates June 19th, 1865, the end of slavery in the United States. On that day, a Union general led thousands of federal troops to Galveston, Texas, to announce the Civil War had ended and slaves had been freed. Here in Detroit on the DeQuinder Cut, this was called a rising, organized by the Detroit Riverfront Conservancy and Decipher, a community arts organization. African dancers, drummers, and spoken word artists were on hand. And many came to see the completed street mural, Power to the People, the final work of 20 Detroit public school students and renowned artist Hubert Massey.
I was a child who was an observer during the 60s in the civil rights movement. And, actually it was the kids that were pushing things, the students back in the 60s. And look at, we're 2020, and the students and young folks are pushing things again.
It was a lot of work. I had lots of fun. I met my new friends.
In Ann Arbor, a march for change began at U of M's Diag on campus, headed downtown and rallied back to U of M. Organizers say freedoms have been gained, but there are many left to fight for. In Novi, a unified peace march and rally at 10 Mile in Meadowbrooks and ending at the Novi Civic Center. Speakers talked about ways to eliminate racism, remaining diverse and welcoming. And finally, Sony announcing the release of a song by the late Queen of Soul about faith and race to commemorate Juneteenth. It's a never-before-heard solo version of Aretha Franklin's Never Gonna Break My Faith.
Never gonna break my faith.
Juneteenth, historic, yes, and now even teachers and school districts are discussing ways to include America's painful past so young people know the mistakes that can never be repeated.
Now, the only 3 states yet to legally recognize Juneteenth as either a state or ceremonial holiday are Hawaii plus North and South Dakota. Many are now calling for June 19th to be recognized as a national holiday. Dave?